You want to just get up and dance?
That was Sticky Fingers by Above and Beyond, and joining us here in the Studio 11 studio is Jono Grant, one of the group's founding members.
Above and Beyond has been around since 2000, and you've done all these different kind of mixes that people probably don't even know that you were involved in, some of Madonna's work and other big artists, but now you're this huge name on your own. How does it feel to know, you told us you never had a proper job, this is all you've done.
Yeah, I've never had a proper job, but I mean, like we were just saying, I mean, it's something we take really seriously. I think if you do music, it becomes your life, and you know, it's your passion, so you've got to spend all of your time, all of your waking hours thinking about it, and you know, even on the airplanes, we're making music and traveling around the world thinking about what we're doing.
How did you get into it? How did you, did you, something you thought of when you were younger and your parents were like, come on, Jono, get a real job here?
What were you studying in university?
I studied a degree in commercial music, which is, it's not music for commercials. It's like kind of pop music and music business. So I studied that at university, but really I got into it through, when I was a kid, I used to play the piano, played a bit of guitar as well. My family were always into music. Not musicians, but they always had good taste in music. So I was always into electronic music. I heard the music of like Depeche Mode and bands like that when I was a kid, and just always wanted to play with synthesizers, and you know, the ability to be able to make a track on your own without the need of a band, even though I was in bands, was great.
It's, I mean, in my generation, and I don't know how you got into electronic music, but to watch it evolve into what it has become, because growing up, it was like these rock stars that played guitar, you know, like White Snake, and the guys that had the long hair were these rock stars, and now DJs are the biggest stars around in music, making millions and millions to sell out clubs. I mean, what was your experience of the transition of EDM music?
Yeah, it's been really interesting. I think, you know, we've kind of had a dress rehearsal in the UK and Europe for what's happening now in America, because America kind of caught on a little bit later.
A little late, as usual.
Well, not as usual. I mean, actually, you guys sent it to us. You had Chicago
You gave us the Beatles, you know.
What's it like being on the other side? Because we see it's just like a feast for the senses, and when you're sitting there in the audience, but when you see everybody out there, and by the way, there's like grandpas and like it's like
everyone
that runs the spectrum, right? But it must be crazy to sit there and watch everybody
that
get
energy
into it.
that goes on in these shows.
And as you say, it's crazy the way you get a lot of older people going now as well. It's not just young people. It's really sort of transcending age and all the other borders. So, but it's, I mean, you get a lot of energy off the crowd. I think that's what we feed off. If we haven't got a good audience, we haven't got a good gig. So it's all about the audience, and that's what sort of drives us, I think.
I don't know why we're showing this, because it's sold out, right?
Yeah, you
Friday,
go.
February 6th, 8 p.m. At the Forum.
Go find some scalpers outside the Forum. If you're lucky, you won't get ripped off. Jono Grant, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And have some more shows in LA.
Yeah,
so
what's next for you? LA and then?
Actually, we're going to Nashville, I think, next Wednesday.
Nashville. Oh,
and
that's a
then
good town,
we're
too.
kicking off a 25-date sort of bus tour. Love the bus tours, get to see the country. It's
You
great.
are like living the life, man.
It's good.